Y'all gotta start asking people for their my charts, because not only did I receive one, not two, but 3 patients during clinicals that tested positive for herpes. All of them pointing fingers at each other, not knowing who the initial person was who gave it to them. All polygamists, all going to swingers parties.
Nah, dog. See? Mm-mm.
All just being careless. You learn very early about, 1, your body, number 2, diseases, and you also learn, number 3, about protection. You should always be protected, even if you are unsure. One of the patients said that they known the other one for over 10 years. It does not matter how long you think you know somebody. These diseases, they come. These viruses, they come. They come over years. Sometimes you mess with one partner and it won't be until 5-6 years later where you get your first flare up. One person out the group had a flare up. The next week, the other person had the flare up, and the other one was just having pneumonia symptoms. Still tested positive. I have seen is that pneumonia symptoms or flu-like symptoms is definitely a sign. But when you're getting these cuts and these questionable bumps and lesions on your private parts or around your mouth or even inside of your mouth, get that checked.
Yo, or, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to the septum nose. I don't know what's up with these chicks that's getting these septum rings inside of their face. It's like a pandemic of that shit. Outside of that, though, I think that the best course of action, honestly, is just to stay with your person. Y'all don't get it. You just don't get it. When you multiply and you add in other factors, you also exponentially multiply the possibility that you are going to get something. And so, I don't even believe in people when they be lying to me and telling me, no, man, I ain't got nothing, or, you know what, raw's law, but I just been lucky up to this point. Bullshit. Bull. That's nonsense, because it, statistically speaking, it's a lot of people that have it, and they say one out of what, every 3 or some crap like that, that got something, holding on to something that's permanent, and getting a disease in threes because you with multiple different people living a swinger's lifetime. First of all, you beyond poly if you being a swinger, because now you adding other factors into it. I don't think condoms matter anymore. I genuinely don't, because there's diseases that you can get that it doesn't matter whether you wear a condom or not. And I know that most people aren't even wearing a condom. People, and y'all want to say, hey, get tested and all of this stuff. Getting tested don't prevent you from getting it. You know what I'm saying? Because it only take you to get it one time, or for you to deal with the wrong person one time and go raw. And then when you test it, that's after the fact that you find it out. So now you can now get on the medicines that continue to make the pharmaceutical companies rich. And now you can start having a conversation with them on how you got to take it for the rest of your life and then fuck up your liver or some shit like that, because you didn't want to take care of business. You didn't want to be on top of things, and you didn't want to be a good person. You know what I'm saying? And so my solution to people, because again, shout out to the medical professionals that love to tell everybody business. I love y'all because y'all definitely keep the platform popping. My recommendation for people is this: stay out the mix. It's not worth it. Is never worth it. Stay out the mix, because the mix got a bunch of piss in the mix. And all you gonna find is people that are complaining, or women that's hiding their status, or guys that's hiding their status, and then they just gonna go ahead and tell you you love you. They on a date naps, they on Instagram, they DMing you, they trying to get to you. And I'm talking about men and women. This is not discriminating against anybody. They're going after people regardless, and because they don't have anything to lose, they're gonna take you down with them. They want to take you down just on some regular shit. Forget the herpes and the HIV and all of this stuff, and then people talking about, oh, I'm taking PrEP. Man, get the hell out of here, bro. And they getting pregnant on top of that. And so it's just not worth it. I don't care how pretty she is. I don't care how bad she is. I don't care how much you like him and all of this stuff. And then when people start adding in that, I think that that's the instant red flag nowadays for me. People are oversexed. They are super promiscuous. They love adding other factors into it that you don't know. They'll add in somebody that they ain't never met before. And then they talking about they all coming in with threes. Is it three, two girls and one guy? Hopefully, at the very least. And then when you get it, I think that y'all should have to stay together. I think that people that get tested and they both got it, I think that they should be required to stay together. They can't break up. And if those are the only people that you can have sex with, I don't believe in love after lockup or whatever it is that y'all want to talk about or whatever. I believe that people just need to stay with each other and stop spending time trying to find more additional love because ain't nothing else out there for you, coach. It's over for you.
Especially when you're having a flare up. Please, something so minor, small, they always start off small. Go get them swabbed, go get them tested. This is not something that you will find in your normal panel. You have to ask for it. So I'm saying all this to say, y'all, be careful out there. Ask for the my charts. If you don't want to ask somebody for their my chart, ask them the last time they've been tested. If they don't want to answer, go get
That is not gonna save y'all. Listen. Asking somebody for their my chart, because that's the new wave. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not tripping off of what she's saying because, she just trying to do the right thing and warn people and give people an example of what they don't want to go into. And so shout out to her. But asking somebody for their my chart is not gonna stop you from getting whatever it is that they got. Honestly, people even finessing on that. People are finessing on the. People are finessing on their my charts. And I'm gonna tell you something else. Nobody asks anybody for their my charts either. I don't care how much they lie to you on the internet. I don't care how much they act like that they do. These chicks is not asking dudes for their my charts. Flat out.
test it together. It's okay. Some people do neglect their personal hygiene and their personal practices, but it is your responsibility as someone who is sleeping with that partner, sleeping with that person, that you understand that you are at risk. You should treat everybody, and all of my healthcare providers and my healthcare workers can attest to this. You should treat everybody as if they are infectious. Everybody. This is bodily fluid. This is blood. This is, you guys, we should not be playing about this. I know we live in a generation right now where being a 304 and all of that, escorts, all that is heightened, but y'all, you know that one of them was a sex worker, and they all try to put the blame on her, but whole time y'all are all dating. It doesn't matter, sex worker or not, everybody is at risk.
I just think it's over for the streets. I don't think it's no saving people. People have decided that the sexual liberation movement and that they want to do what they want to do and that nobody can tell them anything. And who are we? You know what I'm saying? Who are you to try to convince people to do something that's in their best interest and they're gonna bust it down for a real one? If you are one of the few people that's out here running around, still doing what you want to do, and haven't gotten anything, consider yourself lucky. And I wouldn't continue to push your luck or try to, you know what I'm saying, push it towards something that's not necessarily ideal. I think that people need to be very, very careful on who they talk to. I don't think it's enough at all to just ask somebody for their my chart. If you are a younger person, I know that you probably want to go off to college and get a lot of student loan debt to be in these streets. It's a lot of people that's living these alternative lifestyles and, they want to do this weird thing or this weird thing. And I'm going to just tell you, not being weird has probably saved me from all of the BS that I see people doing on a regular basis. So all I'm saying is be very careful, be very straightforward. Don't find yourself in a compromised position, and don't think that it's always going to work out on for your best interest on the other side. Most of the time it don't, and people don't care nothing about you. They do not care. They will move on to the next person and never disclose nothing, even though they just found out that they just got something. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Henley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to stay on top of everything, y'all.